Alrighty, y'all, coming back with another video today. Got a little bit different setup than normal, but that's because we've had some really cold and rainy weather the past couple of days. Haven't gotten to get out there and catch any fish. I mean, it's been blowing 30 miles an hour. And been 45 degrees. I mean, just miserable conditions. Sure, there might be a couple fish biting, but it's not necessarily worth it for me right now to go out there. So given that, I figured, hey, let's make the most of it, and I'll show you guys what lures I've been catching a ton of fish on recently, as well as 3 of my favorite knots that never fail me. The only thing you gotta worry about with these knots is your line breaking, never the knot. So let's get into that and add something to your repertoire. Alrighty, so first off, I found these by the railroad tracks. These are some Gulp swimming mullet. Got 2 different colors right here. These things are always killer. They're great for getting on flounder, great for getting red. I mean, you can really catch anything. And the scent on these is, I think, what really attracts them, as well as the swirly tails. And then I've got my mirror lures. So I've got a swimming mullet on this side, a nice golden white color, as well as their Little John on this side, which has a nice chartreuse tail that really helps get the attention. That's half white, as well as a half kind of pumpkin seed color. And then I picked these up for like $2 or something like that. 12 pack of DOAs. These are gold and red, nice color. These really, I've had good luck on the DOAs around here, especially the shrimp as well. They have really nice light glow in the dark. I think they're called Night Glow Shrimp by DOA. Incredible, you can catch tons of different fish on them. And then I've got my mulligans right here, as well as a few pink flukes by Salt Strong that I just picked up. But these mulligans, killer, incredible. I mean, you can catch anything on them. And then I've got my Spec Patrol right here. I mean, this thing is the color shift. I don't know if you guys can see that in the light, but this thing just, I mean, if you throw this thing at night, the specks just tear it up. And then I recently saw a video by Southern Salt where he released one of his own lures, and this is a very similar lure to that. I would usually use something like this for bass, but he was destroying the red drum on them. I mean, big slot red drum. I mean, almost 30-inch drum. Just great size on them. And then so I got some sliding weights so I can tie some more of my own baits if I'm gonna bottom fish, you know, use a high-low rig. Need some weights, or even wanna make a popping cork, you know, you can always use these. It's always good to have them handy. And I finally got some twist-on jig heads. These are gonna be killer, because I've been using so many lures. I mean, I've probably burnt through $20 in lures in the past month and a half just because they've been breaking off. I mean, just, it's really easy to go through them if you don't have the twist on. And I want you guys to see that up close. See the twist on right there? That twist on makes it so much easier. I mean, you're really gonna keep a lot more baits and they're not gonna get torn up nearly as much. But now that we've finished that, let's get into these knots. Alrighty, y'all. The first knot we're gonna go over is called the Palomar knot. It's my bread and butter because I pretty much exclusively use braided line, and it's a very easy knot to tie. So first, you're gonna grab your knot and make a little loop, double it over like that. You don't have to do anything special here. You're just gonna make it, pinch the end, and you're gonna take it, pass both of those through because you've doubled it over. Make it really easy, and then all you gotta do from here, take it, bring it around the back side of that line, come through, boom. See how you have this loop that's formed, that's come through since you doubled it over and brought it through? So you're gonna spread this out, pull the one side that shortens your lead line there, pull it all the way down, get a big, nice open loop so you don't have any trouble passing your hook through it. And all you're gonna do, pinch that hook, bring her through, tighten it down. And right there, you've got a perfect Palomar knot that will not break. Easy, simple, and quick. Now let's get into the next one. Alrighty, the next knot we're gonna go over is called the Improved Clinch knot, and despite the long name, it is very simple and easy, just as the last one was. So you're gonna grab your line, pass it through this loop here, and then I like to pinch it right here, and then twist. I always do 6 to 8 twists every single time. And then I try and show you real close. See that little loop that's next to the eyelet? you're gonna wanna bring the line through that loop you have just created, right next to it. There we go. Grab that other end, but don't close the loop all the way. See how you've pulled it through the one near the eyelet? Now you're gonna pass it back through that big loop you've just created on the other side. That's the improved part of the clinch knot, because beforehand you would just tighten it from there. But now, after you've passed it through that loop, you're gonna tighten it down, and there you go. That's not going anywhere. I usually use this more for my fluorocarbon lines and my monofilament lines, but it works just as well on braid. Let's get into our last knot now. The final knot that I'll be demonstrating for y'all is called the double uni knot. And as you can see, it involves two different lines. So in this case, I'm gonna be doing a monofilament leader tied to a braided line. So in order to tie this knot, the first thing you're gonna wanna do is grab your monofilament leader, bring it over here. You're gonna wanna have plenty of lead line, and you're just gonna bring it and pinch it. Just keep it even, and you're gonna have your braided line on top. And the first thing you're gonna do is bring that braided line underneath, so you guys can see it on the background here against the black. You're gonna bring it up. See how you're making a loop right there? And you're just gonna twist it around that loop you've made, around both lines in the loop, 6 times. It's much easier to do it on the braided side than on the monofilament side. So get as many as you can on the braid. And then all you gotta do is tighten that down. Just like that. Boom. That's tight. And you're gonna have plenty of lead line left. You can always snip that off afterwards. Then you're gonna pull out your mono on the other side, because I've got my braided line attached to my rod on this side. Not that you guys can see it, it's probably out of frame. Then you're just gonna pull out enough mono. I'd say give yourself at least 6-8 inches, especially when you're first learning. And you're just gonna do the exact same thing you did over there. You're gonna bring your monofilament leader down, gonna bring it around, and you're gonna loop her on through. Make that same loop you just made, just like this. It's a very stiff line I'm using on this side. And you're just gonna loop it through. Same exact thing. I'm gonna try and do 5 on this side because it's a little bit more difficult, like I said, on the monofilament. And then once you've got enough, you just pull it tight, just like this. Leave yourself plenty of space, no rush. Tighten her down. And then the cool part about this knot, let me make it a little prettier for you guys before I tighten it down all the way. There we go, that's better. And then the cool thing about this knot is at the end, all you gotta do to cinch it down is grab it and pull it towards each other. And that'll naturally cinch it down. And now you've just effortlessly tied your braid to your monofilament leader. All you gotta do now is snip off those and you're done. Alrighty y'all, I hope you guys enjoyed this short little video and tutorial. It's been really rainy, but I'm excited to get out there and film my normal trip this weekend, so expect that to be coming up as usual. It's also been finals week and I knocked those out and I've been doing really well on them. I've got 2 more to go, so wish me luck on that. And if you enjoyed, please leave a like and to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It really helps the channel and I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.